Welcome to WatchGuard Daily Security Byte. I'm Nachreiner. Today's story is the Bad Rabbit ransomware. There are so many new security stories today I had trouble picking. There's, for instance, a new zero-day office flaw that takes very little user interaction to work. There's a new IoT botnet called Reaper. But most of all, there's a new ransomworm spreading primarily in Russia and Ukraine, which may eventually affect other countries. I'll probably cover all these stories in the next week, but today I want to focus on Bad Rabbit, a new piece of ransomware that's spreading primarily in the Ukraine and Russia. Sometime today, this new piece of ransomware started affecting a number of news agencies in Russia, as well as some train stations and airports in the Ukraine, and it's later moved to other countries like Turkey, South Korea, and a few other places as well. In any case, Bad Rabbit seems to be a sophisticated piece of ransomware that is evading legacy signature-based antivirus. When it first started spreading, a lot of traditional antivirus vendors were not catching it without updated signatures. It seems like Bad Rabbit is a variant of the original Petya, the ransomware that infected the master boot record. Now, Petya is different than NotPetya. NotPetya seemed to be based on the original Petya ransomware, but it turned out that NotPetya wasn't even ransomware. It was probably some sort of wiper malware targeting Ukrainian companies. Anyways, Bad Rabbit really seems to be ransomware. It seems to be good at evading legacy-based AV. When it infects your computer, it directs you to a ransom site where it gets its name, Bad Rabbit, since you can actually see that name on the actual ransom site. The ransomware is asking you for about half a Bitcoin in order to get your files back, and it's using a legitimate tool called Descriptor in order to start encrypting some of your files. Technically, Bad Rabbit is also a ransomworm. It's using some automated ability to spread within internal networks as well. Now, unlike WannaCry and NotPetya, it's not using the NSA-leaked exploit called Eternal Blue. Rather, it's using a lot of hard-coded default network share passwords, and it also seems to be exploiting some sort of old Windows WebDAV flaw, according to at least one research organization. Now, as I mentioned before, Bad Rabbit seems to mostly affect Russian and Ukrainian victims and a few other organizations in other countries. It doesn't seem to be spreading as wildly on a global level as WannaCry or even NotPetya did, so it may not affect all organizations out there. That said, with worm-like capabilities, there is a chance that this will start affecting other organizations as well. So what can you do about this ransomware? Well, first of all, you need to realize legacy signature-based AV is not enough to catch new zero-day malware. And by zero-day malware, I mean new variants of malware that are released every minute and every hour that signatures can't keep up with. This is exactly why you need services like WatchGuard's APT blocker, which uses behavioral analysis to detect new malware without having to wait for a signature. By the way, our APT blocker did catch the variants of Bad Rabbit we tested immediately. So tip number one is to be sure to update to advanced malware protection, services that are more proactive about catching malware. But the other ransomware tips apply, one of the big ones being back up your data. If you at least back up your data, attackers can't extort you by encrypting it. Anyways, we'll be sure to update you if there's any new developments with Bad Rabbit, but in either case, make sure to watch out for it. That's it for today's story. Thank you for watching.